Welcome back, everyone, to Farming Simulator 25. Now, in the last episode, we had our first grass mowing, and we baled some grass to make some silage with. And we built that pretty greenhouse you see in the background there. Now, unfortunately, it's already out of water. And the only tanker I bought was this 2,000-liter mini one, not knowing that the greenhouse can store up to 20,000 liters of water. So before we do anything else in this episode, I need to go fill this bad boy up. That's going to take about 10 trips to fill it up. Fortunately, though, I found another source of water. It's through the neighbor's yard. I asked for permission, of course, and he granted it to us. So if we go outside of our property, take a left right here, we don't even have to go through his field, so that's perfect. And right at the end here, there's a little wooded area, and behind there is a small creek or a river. So this is where I'm going to be filling up the water. So right here, we could fill it up. So I'll be backing the tanker into this. I will do 10 trips to fill up the greenhouse, and then we'll get the episode going. So let me just refill this, and I will be right back. And there we have it. It only took about an hour and 40 minutes. So now that the greenhouse is completely filled with water, we could go ahead and get started on transporting those bales and selling them. Now, I had a quick look at the silage price because I wasn't sure when exactly the best time to sell silage is. And the best time is actually next month, but there's a very little difference between the bottom of the graph at $214 and the complete top of the graph at $219. So pretty much we could sell silage whenever we want. So now we need to head over to the store because there's a couple things we need to pick up. First of all, we don't have any way of transporting the bales. Now, I had a quick look at the available options for us, and well, the best option would be to transport them with a trailer, but we don't have one of those. I don't want to buy a trailer also just for 7 bales. I don't think it's worth it. And we don't have a front loader attacher on our tractor, unfortunately, so we can't pick them up with the bale spikes. However, there is a tool I believe I could use that just hooks up to the front, the 3-point hitch at the front of the tractor. So we'll check that out, and it's also $2,000. It's very cheap. We could afford it. And I think what we'll do is that we'll buy that implement, and we'll transport the bales 2 at a time with the tractor all the way to the sell point. I didn't have a look at where that sell point is, but I'm sure it's not too far. And I think that's going to be the way to go. And then I also want to buy a fertilizer spreader because we need to fertilize our grass field. Now, there's a small one at the store that is also worth $2,000. It's got a much shorter range than the regular spreader that we use normally. However, our field is quite narrow, so that's going to be fine. So we'll head over to the store, we'll look at the fertilizer spreader and the bale forks, and I will see you there. And here we are Now let's head inside and have a look. We'll start by purchasing the fertilizer spreader, because I know for sure that I want it and that it will work. Where it's here it is. So this is the one, $2,000. It's a tiny one. It's a vintage looking one, but this will do the job nicely. So let's go ahead and purchase this. Very good. Now the bale spikes or bale forks that I was looking at are over here. And it is these ones. A bale loader eases the collection of bales, and I'm pretty sure looking at this that it just hooks up to the front of the tractor. And I guess you could carry 2 bales at once. So pretty sure that's going to work. So let's go ahead and buy that one for $3,000. And let's go see if it works. Wonderful. It does work. That is great news. So let's hook the fertilizer. Oh, we forgot to buy fertilizer as well. Okay, let's go. Oh, actually, we could do it from here. Okay, let's get some fertilizer. We'll start with one bin is going to be enough. So we've spent about half our money, but that's okay. It's all going to be worth it. And it is a very small container. It only holds 300 liters, which is tiny compared to the other ones, but that's fine because our field is tiny, so it's perfect for us. I'm sure the store won't mind if we leave the rest of our fertilizer here for now. Yeah, let's head back to the farm, fertilize those fields, and maybe try and sell the bales. Alright, so first things first, we will get the bales out of the way. I think we'll stack them right here in the backyard. That should be a good place for them. And after that, we could get to fertilizing the fields. Now, I've never used this tool. I don't know how this works exactly. So we unfold it. And there's a working width. 10 or 14 doesn't seem to... Oh, that's for the back. That's for the other one. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So we lower it, and I think that's it. Not sure exactly how to get this on there. Oh, we could make it. I can make it wider. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Ah, there you go. Okay. Like that. And then you line it up for the other one. Not gonna lie though, this is quite finicky. So we line you up. Let's over it again. There we go. All right. Got him. So let's move those out to the side. Don't you worry, I will fast forward the rest of this. Oh no, it's falling. Oh, no. Rats. Okay, hold on. And I think instead of just moving them to the side and then having to grab them again, I believe we're just going to go sell them immediately. They are silage 100%, so it should be fine. And see, this is the problem, is they keep moving in and out of the forks. They end up falling over. But hopefully we'll make it. Now, where do we sell these exactly? Animal dealer. And it is 1.1 kilometers away. Oh, let's tag it because I have no idea where this is. And it is across the map. Over here. Okay, well, bear with me. I'm going to try and go sell these bales, and hopefully they don't topple over in the middle of the street before I get there. Well, rats. I don't think this plan is going to work out very well. Okay, I think we'll move this one off to the side so that it doesn't block the road for everyone. Now, change of plans. We'll unload the bales in the backyard. We'll leave them there, and eventually we'll rent one of those auto-loading trailers there. there's a round trailer that grabs the bales with the machine and it puts it on the trailer. So we'll try that, because there's no way I'm bringing 7 bales to that part of the map without them falling over. I don't know if this is me being bad or if the tool, the implement, is just not great, but I mean, they keep falling over. So let's just put you here. Get out. And I'll go pick up all the other ones, stack them here, go get the one I lost on the road, and I will see you then. Okay, so that was an absolute pain in the butt, to be honest. I don't think we'll ever be using that thing again. Let me know in the comments if I'm the one using it wrong, if there's something I just don't understand about it, or if it's just not a good tool. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll get some more grass harvests in. We'll make some more silage bales. And once we have more than we have now, we'll rent the trailer, and it'll be easier with the trailer. That way we'll be able to actually transport them where we want. So for now, let's head over to the field and fertilize it, because I believe it needs one more fertilizer application. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's only got one of 2. So let's do the last application, shall we? And the fertilizing is done. That'll definitely help the field grow. Now, the problem with not selling the silage immediately is that, apart from the greenhouse, we have no other way of making money. So I'm not too sure what to do about that. We could take out a loan and maybe buy another field, but I'm just not sure. Now, there are 2 fields that I would like to get. Now, the number 27, the one I mentioned last episode, it already has grass on there. It's fertilized, and I think it's actually ready. Yeah, the grass would be ready to harvest on this one. It is $60,000. Eventually, we're going to get 29 and 30, but that's more of a long-term goal. But in the short term, 27 might be good, or maybe 37 and 38, which are 55 and 26. Those might be a better idea for us. However, They do not have grass on them. They have mustard. And what is that beige looking one? Triticale? Triticale. I don't know what that is. I think it's some kind of wheat. So that is, I mean, we could harvest it, but we'd have to rent. We'd have to lease a combine. And the mustard, I actually don't even know how to harvest that, to be quite honest. So I think Field 27 might be our next purchase. Just because if we buy it next month, we could mow it immediately. It's ready to harvest. And we could bale it up. We'd have to lease the baler again, but that's okay. We could bale it up. And we would probably get, I mean, I think it's about as big as our current field. So we would get another like 7 or 8 bales. And at that point, it might be worth getting the trailer to load all the bales on. See, it's a pretty substantial field. Just gonna jump the fence here. Yeah, it's a pretty big field, and it's also fully fertilized, so that is great. We're gonna double the it doubles the yield. Yeah, so I think we'll buy this field. Buy this field and then mow it and do all that. Yeah, I think that's the play. That's the play for now. And the more observant of you have probably noticed our money trickling up slowly. That is that is the greenhouse at work selling its produce. So it's not a whole lot of money. We can have a look to see exactly. So see, for June we're at $1,100, almost $1,200. So that was great. And now in July we've done $500. So it's not much, but you know, we'll take it. So I think we'll go get our mowing equipment. We'll set it up on the tractor. And we'll come back to this field. We will purchase it and we will mow it. The mowing might be in the next episode, however. We might start episode 3 with the mowing of the new field. How about that? So for now, let's go set up our things. For those of you wondering, I put the economic difficulty on normal. I think hard is it's a bit much. It's a bit slow. I don't mind it. I do some games with it, but I think this one, I think normal is going to be fine for this playthrough. And if it's too much money, too quickly, we might switch it to hard mode. So let's get this on. We are super dirty. But that's fine, that just means it's been used. Let's back one up. There we go. And let's drive to the field. Let's drive in first person for a while. I'm curious to see how long the water in the greenhouse is going to last for. Because I don't want to have to keep filling up that tiny tanker. Once we get a good money flow coming in, we might upgrade that tanker, or we might build a gate behind our property so that we could go straight to the little river there from our property. That might be a good move as well. So here we are. Let's get a loan out. And let's purchase the field. So we need, let's go to 63. And we will not have much money left. That is okay. And there we have it. Field 27 is now ours. Now, how do we actually get in? Is this open? Is this a gate or... oh yeah, cool. Very nice. All right. So that's where we'll leave it for this episode. Thanks for joining me today as we tried to sell some silage and failed miserably. But on the flip side, we did fertilize our field and we've got this beautiful new one that we will be able to start mowing at the very beginning of the next episode. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.